Hello everyone and welcome to NFL Discussion. I'm your host and NFL enthusiast Dougie Doug. In today's episode I'm going to be discussing Monday Night Football, Week 5 of the 2023 NFL season, Packers versus Raiders. And well, ladies and gentlemen, simply put, this was an ugly game. The Raiders defense had themselves a game. The Packers offense had themselves a bad game. And with that, we'll go ahead and get right into the action, starting with the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love completed 16 of 30 passes for 182 yards and 3 interceptions, and in 37 yards on 2 carries. So the final pick would seal the game for a Raiders team that, for the most part, did not deserve to win this contest. But to be fair, neither team deserved to win this contest. Matt LaFleur's offense looked static and unimaginative, largely built around the plodding A.J. Dillon and a quick passing game over the short areas of the field. When the Packers did attack deep through Christian Watson, timing and ball placement were an issue. The 32.2 quarterback rating marked a season low for Love, while the 3 interceptions marked a career high. Love has everything left to play for while on a 1-year proven extension, and now sees his team fall to 2-3, 2 games behind the division-leading Lions in the NFC North. A.J. Dillon rushed 20 times for 76 yards and a touchdown, and Matt LaFleur's offense was confusingly anchored around his backup running back on this night, taking the tight game environment as a chance to try and inch his way to a win. The typically ineffective Dillon struggled to get much going for the Packers on the ground, held to just 3.8 yards per carry, but did score a touchdown plunge from 5 yards out in the second quarter. He failed to catch his only target and gave way to Patrick Taylor for the final drive of the game, with the team in catch-up mode. So Jordan Love started the season with some promise, but has since regressed. And as I talked about the offense looking static and unimaginative, it was not a good game plan from the offense. Not having Aaron Jones out there didn't help either. Couldn't get anything going on the ground. Love making some bad decisions with those picks. Raiders defense getting after, Maxx Crosby and that Raiders defense getting after Love, putting some pressure on him. Just not able to do anything, and then defensively as well. The Raiders didn't play good in this game on offense, but that wasn't really because of the Packers defense. So where did the Packers stand after 5 weeks? Well, they're not a playoff team. Let's just say that. I know I talked about them being behind the Lions, but I don't really think any team is catching the Lions in the NFC North. The Packers with Jordan Love don't really look like a contender. The Bears aren't a contender. The Vikings don't look like a contender. So the NFC North appears to be the Lions division. Las Vegas Raiders. Jimmy Garoppolo completed 22 of 31 passes for 208 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception, adding 4 yards on 4 carries. And Garoppolo would pepper secondary receiver Jacoby Myers with 10 targets as the Packers honed in on Davante Adams, providing routine one-on-one matchups for Meyer. Josh McDaniels also attempted to get his tight ends more involved in the offense, calling 3 design tight end outs to rookie Michael Mayer, who had just 1 catch during his first 4 games. With both teams regulated to primarily work in the short areas of the field in the game, neither were able to jump out to a meaningful lead. Garoppolo would average just 6.7 yards per completion and was held to 31 attempts. Josh Jacobs rushed 20 times for 69 yards and a touchdown, adding 20 yards and 5 receptions, and the passing volume and touchdowns have inflated the fantasy score for Jacobs for the second consecutive week. That said, the reigning Russian leader maintained his hold on the bulk of the backfield work for the Raiders, with 27 total running back opportunities in this game going towards Jacobs. At some point, Josh McDaniels' straightforward and unimaginative offense should take a step forward. When that happens, no idea. But ugly win for the Raiders here, and that's mostly due to how their offense played. Josh Jacobs he's still the RB1, but he hasn't played up to the level that he did last year. Jacoby Myers had himself a game, but that was really the only thing they had going for him in the passing game. Davante Adams, for the most part, pretty much bottled up, not able to do or contribute much of anything, and that's where Maxx Crosby and the Raiders defense come in handy. Crosby only had 1 sack, but he got pressure on Love all night, and the defense got 3 interceptions on the night, including 1 towards the end of the game to seal it for the Raiders. So while their offense fell flat. Their defense did not. Is this a recipe for sustained success? Probably not. Where do the Raiders stand? Well, I threw in a towel on the Raiders last season, so I don't see them as contenders. Looking at the AFC West, yeah, I don't see the Broncos as contenders either. The Chargers and the Chiefs, though, those are playoff caliber teams. So looks like Las Vegas is going to be on the outside looking in regards to the playoffs. And with that, that will conclude this episode of NFL Discussion. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit that like button down below.